Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a get ready with me and kind of talking about my first 2 months at university. I'm going to brunch with my friends this morning. It is Sunday, chilly, very cold. Yeah, I'm just gonna do some like simple, kind of pretty makeup. I don't know. Yeah, let's get started. I'm actually first gonna start with some Origins Ginseng Energy Boosting Gel Moisturizer because my skin has been insanely dry. I've never had dry skin before. It's always been like really oily, more like acne prone and oily. And then it kind of got like pretty normal and I don't really have much acne. And now my skin is like getting acne again, except for it's dry. So I just have no idea how to take care of it because previously when I've had like skin issues and acne, I've put like drying lotions on, salicylic acid, but all that is like really drying out my skin now. And so I don't really know like what the move is. I really like this moisturizer a lot because it's citrusy and it smells good, and it's also like, I do feel that kind of like energy boosting quality to it. Like it just kind of wakes up my skin and I really like it. For foundation, I'm just gonna take some MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation. I really like this one. It's very like sheer, light coverage, more of a skin tint. Dot it around my face. I'm in the shade C1. Which I think is just like the lightest warm shade. I'm just gonna kind of bat that in. This like doesn't give you much, it just kind of gives you like a light little veil that evens out your skin tone. That's kind of all I want because I just kind of want my skin to breathe and stuff, but I do want that like redness and kind of stuff to go away. And I'm gonna use MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC15. Okay, but I have officially been at college for 2 months. It's actually been like a little over that now. We are done with midterms. We're in November, which is like the last full month of school. And wow, like it's kind of like gone pretty quick. I'm like pretty excited to go home. I've been like a little bit homesick lately just because I live so far, so I can't go home for like Thanksgiving. I can't, you know, ever visit if I want to. I can only come home like at Christmas and at summer. I'm like overall having a lot of fun here. It's a very fun school. McGill, in my opinion, has like all the best qualities of a school except for like football, that kind of scene. Like it has a great going out party, like nightlife scene, especially like probably better than most schools because of like the drinking age and just like the clubs and like the city we live in. And then it has great academics, of course. It's like a decently world-renowned university. But it doesn't really have that like American football, sports, like that kind of scene, which I'm like okay with. Like if I was to have one go, I'd rather have like that aspect go as opposed to academics or like the party scene. But seeing all my friends at like, I don't know, big state schools back home in the States, it seems like really fun. Overall, like I think it's a great fit for me. It's a great school. I really like my residence. Like I'm in upper res, which are like 3 residences at the top of the hill. It's like kind of a walk from campus, but nothing unmanageable. I don't know when it gets icy though, but I really like the scene. It's a really good community of people. They're all like single rooms, which I love so much because you get your own space. I've met like really great friends. Like it's a pretty like social active residence. It's not like if you want to just study and stuff, it's not the best residence for that on general, but like we have like a study room and a common room and people are always using them and stuff. It's just like a little louder than like other residences. I'm just using the Glossier Wowder because my skin is really dry. This powder isn't like super mattifying. But midterms came and went. I did not do like nearly as well as I thought I would do. I studied like a very significant amount for all of my midterms and all of my classes, and I didn't get like above B's. I got like B's and C's on all of them, which is not what I'm used to in high school, but that's like to be expected. It is much harder than high school. Like in high school you can study for an exam for, you know, a couple of hours and like read the material and do the homework, and you can kind of expect to do decently well in it. But here you can like go to class, do the readings, study for hours and hours, and like you might get like a B, maybe a C, like if you're lucky, an A. Like it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of very hard. I'm feeling like lightly pale, so I'm on a butter bronze. I held on to my summer tan for a decent chunk, but it is like winter now, and so I need to stay sunny One annoying thing at McGill right now though is that it's like kind of like low-key under construction. So like a lot of the buildings are being constructed on, so there's like a whole road that like is very annoying. You have to like walk all the way around it. But that will be finished hopefully soon. Like I kind of have no complaints about this school. It's a really wonderful school. My class sizes are like, they totally range. Like I have, my language class has like 25 people in it. My big science class has like 700 people in it, and then I have classes with like 100, like 200, like all of them are pretty big just because I'm a first year student and kind of like more general like arts electives, and it's a very big school. There's like 40,000 people here or something like that. But as I get like higher up, the class sizes will go down. I also love that we can like start taking classes that pertain to our major and stuff like right away. We don't have to take any of those like dumb like undergraduate requirements like English and like math and like history and things like that. Like you can just take kind of whatever classes you want. And I'm gonna start my major and stuff next year. I think I'm gonna do international development studies, and I kind of want to do a minor in social entrepreneurship, but I have to apply to it, so I don't know if I'll like get it. I also might want to do geography. Kind of don't know yet. Like I'm still very up in the air. Yeah, I still really don't know. I'm just gonna take a little bit of Mary Luminizer by The Balm. This is a very OG highlighter. It's just like very simple, you know what I mean? Like there's not a ton to it. It's just like a nice shiny champagne-y highlighter. It's not like my favorite highlighter, but it just kind of does the job. And I just kind of want something light because I have like an acne here and like on my lip and my chin, so I don't know, I don't really want to draw too much attention to my skin. I'm gonna spray my face with Fix Plus before I do my eyes and stuff, just to keep it hydrated. Also, a few people have reached out and like emailed me questions and stuff about McGill. I don't really know if my email is like listed on my YouTube. I didn't know that, but if you want to like leave, if you ever have a question about anything about McGill, feel free to like leave a comment below my videos, and I like will definitely see it and reply to you. Because I know that when I was applying, I had like a lot of questions, especially about like the social aspect and the residences and like kind of application things like that. I didn't really know. So if you have any questions about it at all, feel free to let me know. I would love to be of any help. My channel is kind of changing. Like, I don't know, it's not the same. I used to be very much like makeup tutorials, and like makeup reviews, favorites, like makeup, like full-on makeup. And now I just don't really do, like, I'm just not as into makeup. Like I still love makeup and stuff, but it's just not like my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm a lot more into fashion, like way more into fashion than I ever was before. I know, I just kind of feel like I want to take my channel to like a slightly different route, I suppose. More lifestyle, vlog-ish, fashion type things. Also, one thing about McGill, I've been sick for like a month and a half. Like honestly, since I got here. Because we do all live together and share a bathroom, and it's a tiny bit gross. If you think about it, you have to wear like flip-flops in the shower and all that stuff. It's not bad. If you want your own bathroom, you can live in one of the hotel residences. I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly, but some people are pretty particular about that. I'm using the Mario palette. I know you can't get it, but this is just like a nice neutral toned brown I'm putting in my crease. Although, I know I just said that I haven't been like that excited about makeup in a bit, but the Anastasia Sultry palette, like, fuck, I've not been excited about an eyeshadow palette in so long, and that palette totally took me by surprise because I love cool toned eyeshadows so much, and I feel like no one else does, so no eyeshadow palettes with cool tone shades are made. And so when I saw that palette with those nice like cool toned browns and grays, and there's a silver, I was like very, very excited. I'm gonna take like a touch of this like darker brown Violetta, just kind of on the outside. Nothing fancy at all. Simple Sunday brunch makeup. But from like not a school standpoint, from like a me personally standpoint, I am doing overall fine. There have definitely been some ups and downs, mostly with boys, just because me and my boyfriend from home did break up for school back in August, but we've kind of remained in contact, and it's been very hard and complicated and confusing, and so I don't know, we're kind of trying to navigate that. I think I'm gonna take Marina and put it on my lid, maybe. I love this eyeshadow palette because of how understated and mature it is. Like, none of the shades are in your face. Like, none of the shades are overly metallic, overly, like, I don't know. They're not obnoxious. They're just very, like, subtle and simple and rich and pretty. But yeah, for me personally, my biggest challenges in university have been boys, homesickness, grades, and like I miss my sister. That goes with homesickness. I miss her a ton. But other than that, kind of pretty fine. Oh, another thing though, every single person here like went to a boarding school, a private school, or a prep school, and like that is such a weird thing to me because there's no like boarding prep college schools where I'm from. And so it's so weird to me that like every single person here like went to them. And also people here are from cities that have like multiple different like boarding schools, collegiate preparatory schools, and that's such a weird thing to me because I don't know like anyone, like no one from home goes to any of those kind of schools. So I'm just from a small town. Like, I'm from a decent sized town, like I'm from a city, but it's still small, and it's also like in Washington, and there's just not that kind of a thing there. And so that was so weird to me. And so it's been, I don't know, it's been like interesting to see kind of like the different backgrounds that all these people have. Like some kids, a lot of kids are from like Toronto, a lot of kids went to private schools, but then like some kids are from like all over the world. And it's just really cool how many different people come to McGill and how much of a international institution it is, because I'm an international student technically, but there's kids that are from like literally all over the world, like every stretch of the world. And it's just really cool to like all be in one place together. My lips are annoyingly chapped. It's so dry here, like it's so cold and my body is not adjusted whatsoever. I'm just taking some just taking some Glossier Balm.com. And then I'm just gonna take a bit of this L'Oreal Pro Matte Gloss and just kind of blot it on. I love these things. Just like a bit, kind of, for some color. Alright, that is it for this get ready with me and kind of like check-in update on my life. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Au revoir!